Hello everyone, and welcome to this, our try of the Voyager Across the Unknown demo. I am a big Star Trek fan, and this is a game that's very different to a lot of the other ones that they've done, and also Star Trek doesn't get super big games in general, so it's really exciting to see something that's a little bit more out of left field, and something I really didn't expect. So we're going to try the demo, and then hopefully, if we like it, we'll be playing the full game upon release. I think we'll be playing it anyway, if I'm being completely honest. But yeah, still, let's get into it. You are the captain of the Federation starship USS Voyager. Manage your ship and go. Okay. Am I meant to hear this? They didn't even just rip They didn't just rip the dialogue from. Okay. Okay, well, you guys can read this. You guys know the first episode. I can't read that fast. No, I thought that too. It's in the episode. You didn't have to pay anyone. Didn't have to pay anyone. It's in an episode. Gentlemen, welcome to Voyager. Enter Kim, you're fresh from the academy, ready for your first deep space mission. Oh, you're fresh from the academy. Ready for your first deep space assignment? Reporting for duty, Captain. It's an honor to be here. I hope I live up to your expectations. An episode from 30 years ago, yeah. Enter Kim, I trust you already met Tom Paris on our esteemed observer. A former Maquis pilot who will help us search the Badlands for the Maquis vessel. With all due respect, ma'am, observer, ma'am. Observer is hardly a title befitting my talents. I'm the best damn pilot in this sector. Call me pilot extraordinaire, ensign. Maybe they want to up the audio. Maybe. The Maquis? Wow, I've heard a lot of stories about them. Relax, I was with the Maquis only a few weeks before I was captured and sent to a lovely little penal colony in New Zealand. Prison? Enough chatter, gentlemen. All hands, this is Captain. Report to your stations. The Captain. Helm, take us into the Badlands. Maximum warp. The Badlands, a treacherous region of space where violent plasma storms can cripple even the most advanced starships. Captain Janeway observes the swirling chaos from the view screen, a subtle smile playing on her lips. She's ready for the challenge. Also, do you know what's pissing me off as well? One of the best captains agree. What's pissing me off as well is Kate Mulgrew, who plays Janeway, she voice acts all the time. If you wanted the lines redone, she's there. Scanners are picking up no other vessels in the system, Captain. It's your time to shine, Mr. Paris. Any idea where your former colleagues might be hiding? I wasn't exactly Maquis of the Year, Captain, but they did prefer underground bases, remote planets, and... Captain, I don't mean to interrupt, but I'm reading a coherent Tetrion beam scanning us and a displacement wave heading toward us. I didn't want to pay for voice lines. I mean, it might happen in the end. It might happen in the end game. Who knows? A colossal wave of turbulent energy surges towards Voyager, its power dwarfing anything the crew has ever seen. With no time to analyze the threat, emergency measures are initiated. But at least they didn't put in AI voices. Yeah, that's always the truth. Red alert. Helm, evasive maneuvers. No effect. The wave will intercept us in 5 seconds. Brace for impact. As the crew regains consciousness, they find their bridge in total devastation. There's clearly parts missing here, just to clarify. They're clearly just trying to get us up to speed here as well. That's how I see it. Twisted metal, sparking consoles, and injured crewmates paint a grim picture. What just happened? Damage report. Major hull and deck damage, the transporters are offline and we're receiving casualty reports. It is a demo after all. After all, yeah. Bridge to sick bay. Doctor, I've got injured crew on the bridge. Doctor? Damn. Captain, we're losing systems across multiple decks. The deuterium tanks are empty. Warp car's gone to grey mode. We're on reserves, barely. Mr. Paris, take the helm. Scan for the nearest source of deuterium. External sensors are offline. Stellar cartography must be down. Voyager's blind, Captain. Catherine. Janeway to engineering. We need stellar cartography back online, now. Welcome to the tutorial. Click on the question mark icons on the left of the screen to revisit any tutorial screen. Some additional tutorials will not pop up during gameplay, but it automatically appear in the tutorial list. Okay. Switch on. Captain sensors are picking up something out there, but what Harry is trying to stammer is we're not in the Badlands anymore. You're in the middle of the Delta Quadrant. Oh wow, look. Someone coming in saying best viewers. That. And if our sensors are working, we just jumped out over 70,000 light years into the Delta Quadrant. The Delta Quadrant? How? Captain, life support systems are failing. This array will have to wait. Mr. Paris, take the helm. Find us a deuterium source. Scan points of interest. 1, marked with white question marks to reveal resources. Oh, this is like the thing that's in Mass Effect. Now we can get deuterium. Navigate your ship by traveling various locations while traveling time passes in the form of cycles. When visiting points of interest, you can choose between different approaches with different risks and outcomes. Different colours of the transpire represent the possible outcomes. Excellent dark green, good light, average yellow can include minor setbacks, bad orange, and terrible. Okay. Set course. Collect any easily accessible resources. Use the tractor beam to try to clump up the debris for easy collection. Let's do that. Oh, so we can land anywhere in there. Okay, cool. Captain, the operation was a big success. We managed to recover a lot of resources. Captain, we can now deactivate grey mode. Captain, ready to increase warp core output. The warp core is the reactor that powers the ship. To generate energy, it continuously consumes deuterium. Depending on the reactor level, you produce more energy, 1, but more deuterium 2 is required. Increase the power output by selecting main engineering and switch the warp core to a higher tier 3. And I can go on. Our engine levels are returning to normal, Captain. Good. Now what about this thing, this array? I can't tell, Captain, but our scanners detected a Maquis vessel next to it. Scan for life signs. Optional, try hailing them. Ooh, let's try that first. Hail them. No response, Captain. Scan for life signs. Scan that ship for life signs, Ensign. There's no one on board, Captain. Scan the array. What about the array? It seems our sensors can't penetrate it. We'll just have to see for ourselves. I want the transporter room repaired and ready. Mr. Paris, get us to a uranium deposit. We'll need to repair the transporter room. Scan. Deuterium. Scan. Deuterium. Scan. Uranium. Set course. I love that they've done it on a view screen that looks like the, you know, like Star Trek. Or safely search for anything valuable without entering the station. Okay. Or has it already been looted? We managed to salvage a few resources, Captain. We now have all the uranium we need. Engineering is still standing by to repair the transporter, Captain. Transporter room, repair. Transporters are back online, Captain. Mr. Paris, set course for the array. It's time we got some answers. I'm so excited. It actually is pretty cool. Scan. That's uranium as well. Scan. Also uranium. Just scanning the plants quick. Deuterium. Deuterium. Scan. It calls back to the array. It's gonna be so fun. Yeah, I will be playing this. I've decided. I'm not biased at all. Not at all. Ooh, Voyager. Yeah. Ensign Kim and Mr. Paris, get ready for your first away mission. I don't know anything about Star Trek, but still, we will watch Star Trek at some point, I promise. Away missions present a series of challenges. Heroes possess skills and traits. Okay, right, so click on here, you put them in, and it gives you little traits. All of Star Trek? Yes. Oh, Captain, we seem to have materialized in the middle of a cornfield. This place, it's eerily similar to Earth, but something's off. Any suggestions on what to do next? And then we can decide. And that's what we need, so that's going to be better. But that one, that's like... Oh no, wait. That's a higher option. That's closer. Scan for its life signs or strange energy signatures. I get it. This is cool, actually. Oh, the tricorder offers no helpful readings. Harry and Tom wander aimlessly through the cornfields, increasingly lost and disoriented. Just as they are about to give up hope, they stumble upon a farm with people working the fields. An old man sits on the porch of a nearby farmhouse strumming a banjo. Is resistance futile? Yeah. There's ironically a mobile app like this. Yeah, I'm thinking it feels very mobile-esque. Not in a bad way, but just... Captain, this old man seems harmless enough. He might know what's going on here. How should we approach him? Okay. Best one we have is this. Try to read his body language for any clues. We have, like, literally the amount, really. Harry and Tom discreetly observe the old man trying to analyze his body language. Something feels off, like he's putting on an act. They can't quite put his finger on it, but they can't quite put his finger on it. Why? Yep. The old man seems perplexed by their presence, muttering about Harry and Tom being early and how it is not their turn yet. He invites them to stay on the farm and wait, offering them some fresh corn cobs. You can select more than one hero for a chance if they possess the required skill. Okay. Though our old man isn't much help, we'll try to find the Maquis ourselves. There's a large barn behind the farmhouse. The tricorder readings are all off the charts. There's definitely something strange about it, especially the back wall. So if they both have it, so if they both have a science one, for example, I can use both of them. Oh wait, no, so like that one. Okay, I see. They both have a score in the wrench. Well, chat, an important thing to say, the Arkham collection is on sale right now. Go buy. We could be playing some Arkham over the next 2 weeks, potentially. I've been thinking about it. Oh, Tom's fatigue as well. We're going to have to go with this one, aren't we? Harry and Tom try to disrupt the energy field, causing a flicker in the air, but before they can break the illusion, the people from the field burst in, wielding farm tools as weapons. The old man appears and reveals the barn is an illusion, the back wall dissolving to show a bluish, glowing room where unconscious people, including a tattooed man and a half-Klingon woman, lie on surgical tables. Sometimes you have to make major decisions that have large influence on how the story proceeds. These decisions are marked with golden outlines. These people must be the missing Maquis. Balana and Chakotay. These people must be the missing Maquis. They are being held here, Captain. We must get them out of here. Everything in my guts saying pick human. Easy there, Mr. Ferengi. Yeah, human. I'm gonna say Balana first, but just because I think it could go wrong and it could be funnier. Your choice has consequences. Harry sprints towards the half-Klingon woman, hoping to rouse her. As he reaches out, the old man stops him, a look of concern in his face. Before Harry can react, a blinding white light fills the room and everything goes blank. Oh, leveled up. Sudden return. Captain Janeway anxiously awaits the return of her away team when Harry Kim unexpectedly materializes behind her. What happened on the array? Whoa, I'm back on Voyager? What happened over there, Mr. Kim? We lost contact with you for several hours. Hours? But with just there, right, Tom? Tom? Seems like he's still on the array. I hope you have a hidden piloting talent, because we're short. Captain, we're being hailed by the Maquis. Starfleet, I don't know what you did to our commander, but I can still ram this wreck into your precious starship. Ramos? One of our own is also missing. It would make sense to postpone the ramming until we're all accounted for. Does that sound reasonable? We're beaming over. Face to face. Despite Janeway's invitation, the arrival of the Maquis crew is fraught with tension. Both sides remain wary as they prepare to discuss their shared predicament. Don't play games, Starfleet. We're armed and ready to defend ourselves. I wouldn't have it any other way. Glad to have you back, Tuvok. Likewise, Captain. Miss Torres, I must inform you that I was assigned to infiltrate the Maquis. I never liked you, Vulcan. That is unsurprising. I assure you I perform my Maquis duties to the highest standards. Attack! You win some, you lose some. Let's focus on bringing Mr. Paris and your commander back. His name is Chakotay. We can't get back in that... What? We can't get back in that easy. They're sealed and their communications are cut off. Lieutenant Tuvok, get down to engineering and find a way to bypass whatever's jamming our communications. Report back as soon as you have a solution. Captain, the ship's status remains critical. Repair protocols are imperative. We require resources in the engineering office to mobilize additional workforces. Prioritize life support, secure core decks, and restore Deck 5 functionality first to gain access to the engineering office. Back in there, maybe? Yeah, it was just a little bit weird the way it was worded. To be able to supply power to a room, you need to activate the life support unit of the corresponding deck. Oh, okay, I see. So this is the life support for the given deck. Life support restored in Deck 5. Captain engineering office is now accessible. And of course, it's a mess. We'll have to fix it before we can even use it. Repair. Repairs in progress. Until completion, it would be logical to scan all planets in the system and gather more deuterium and duranium. Okay. Use the tractor beam. Let's do that again. Okay. We lost some, but not much. Let's go to some duranium now. Engineering office is complete. Okay, engineering office fully operational again, Captain. We now have an additional work team to carry out 2 tasks simultaneously. Okay, building or opening or repairing rooms, even clearing rubble, occupies work teams. Okay. Logically, we should now focus on Deck 2 and the mess hall to ensure the crew's food supply and maintaining their physical endurance. This requires reactivating life support in that section first. Morale. We have a morale bar too. Is this it? Gosh. I don't need a morale bar. Life support restored in Deck 2. Captain, access to the mess hall is now possible. However, it has sustained extensive damage. Emergency rations are currently deployed. After repair, the crew can access replicator rations again. Repairs in progress. Until completion, we should address crew accommodation. Ruined room must be cleared to create room for residential sections. We can just dismantle stuff, basically. Clear debris. Okay. While waiting for our work teams to finish, we should continue to collect more resources. What I was doing anyway. Tuvok, thank you very much. Ooh, okay. Who got injured? Damn. I hope there's some form of combat with this. I think there will be. Oof, crew got injured again. I'm really not doing them a favor here, am I? Okay. Out of ship. Mess hall is complete. Mess hall repairs are completed, Captain. We should switch to replicator rations now. It would enhance crew well-being. Okay. Premium replicator rations. Now issued to the crew, Captain. Okay, cool. So we can change that if we need to as well. Isn't this cool? Isn't this fun? I love that we see the ship like this. Love it. How do I go back out to the... Hello. And now I can go back anyway. Never mind. Room removal concluded. Maybe we should rebuild some crew quarters now. It'll do wonders for morale, Captain. Build new rooms like the empty building space to bring up the construction rate. Okay. Oh, Borg technology. That's going to be cool. Combat. So, see, technically there is combat. There's got to be. There's a combat set of rooms. Crew. Emergency quarters. The crew is the lifeblood of your ship. Each room requires personnel to operate, so you keep this in mind. And so the incoming call from Tuvok. Captain, the array's jamming signal has been neutralized. We should be able to establish communication. Let's hope they respond. Hail the array. Ugh, who's this? Why are you bothering me? Oh, it's you. Why are you back? You don't have what I need. Remember that voice, Captain? It's the old man with the banjo, but his form is entirely different compared to how he appeared on the array. I'm Captain Janeway, the Federation starship Voyager. We mean you no harm. We just want our people back. Your people are no longer here. They might have what I need. You'll just have to leave them. Okay. Scan the array for Tom and Chakotay. Let's do that first. I won't rely on the words of a stranger. Scan the array for life signs of Tom and Chakotay. No sign of them, Captain, and no humanoid life forms indicated at all. Bro, what are we talking to right now? Appeal to his humanity. Tell us where they are. Let's try it. We are entrusted with their safety. Their families and friends rely on us to bring them home. They are our responsibility. Perhaps that is the case, but I have no time. There just isn't enough time. Time for what? No, you're stealing my time. Don't you understand? I don't have time. Not enough time. We're being cut off, Captain. You're used to talking it out back home, but out here, next time, let me do the talking. Your methods might have worked against the Cardassians, but this is a different kind of adversary. Captain, Commander, I fail to see how this spirited debate will help us locate our missing crew members. Perhaps a more logical approach would be beneficial. Huh, you're right, Tuvok. It seems the Delta Quadrant is getting to our heads. What do you suggest? I have observed that the array has been sending energy pulses toward the fifth planet in the neighboring system ever since our arrival. Given the lack of information regarding our missing crew's location, investigating this planet appears to be the most logical next step. It's the only lead we have. Thoughts, Miss Torres? We're stuck with each other, Janeway. We work together and go our separate ways? Fine. Helm, set course for the fifth planet in the neighboring system. Let's find our people. It's like watching the show. It does feel a little bit like that. Yeah. Set a course for the fifth planet in the neighboring system. Maximum warp. Okay. So, sector map shows the entire sector with several star systems. Okay, so we zoom right out? Or do we go like... Oh, we have sector as well. Okay. Now I want you to go to... Oh, so we have to hold down. Okay. Oh. Voyager's here now. Oh, he's the one that we need to go to. Yeah. Okay. Emergency quarters. Oh, they're made now. Cool. Everyone should be happy with those, right? Be a more room and make more emergency quarters. Okay. The holodeck. Oh my gosh, can you imagine? The vibes, the vibes. Okay, back to system. Captain, we've reached our destination. Orders? Continue. Can't wait to have a holo garage. Let's see what we have here. A new lead. Following the caretakers. I've also realized that my camera is not in the best place for this specific demo, but I'm not going to move it just for the demo. But if we're playing the game, I obviously will. Following the camera's energy pulses, Voyager discovers a desert planet with a harsh, unforgiving landscape. Are Tom Paris and Captain Chakotay perhaps being held in this place? What makes this place so special? Check the energy impulses. Anything noteworthy about the energy pulses, sorry? They're consistently targeting a single location, a barren piece of the desert. I recommend a away team investigates the area. There's something else. The interval between each pulse has decreased by 4.47 seconds since we left the array. They're getting faster. Anthony said he's running out of time, right? Whatever that means, we'd better hurry. Do a general scan of the planet. Let's see what we can learn about this planet. It has all the basic characteristics of an M-class planet, but no ocean, no river, nothing. However, there are settlements. Strange, but intriguing. Prepare an away team. We'll examine this world firsthand. Oh, that's a ship. Captain, a small ship is approaching. They're hailing us. On screen. Peculiar alien with a mischievous grin greets Voyager from his chaotic vessel. Neither Starfleet nor the Maquis have ever seen such a species before. Perhaps an inhabitant of the Delta Quadrant? Imagine if the demo ends with a bug cube or something. I don't think so, but potentially. Greetings. Looking for something on this dusty old rock? Would we find anything, Mr. Neelix? Never seen a ship like yours? Let me guess, you were whisked away from somewhere else in the galaxy and brought here against your will. Sounds as though you've heard this story before. Thousands of times. Well, hundreds of times. Maybe 50 times. But the caretaker has been bringing ships here for months now. The caretaker? That's what the Ocampa call him. Probably snatched some of your crew too, right? They're likely down the planet with the Ocampa. Captain, it's a tricky place. Dangerous. You could use a guide, but of course, a guide needs a little, you know, compensation. Sounds fair. Wonderful. To be honest, I've had it rough recently. Those pesky void walls have been nibbling away at my supplies. Some food and water will be most welcome. Neelix? Yeah. If you help us find our missing crew, you can have all the food and water you want. It's a deal. Okay, rebuild Voyager and explore the system, or skip cycles until Neelix is ready to talk. Okay. Could probably do with some more stuff, right? Are the Borg in Voyager? I don't know much lore. Yeah. They're actually very important in Voyager. Cool. What a delicious meal, a culinary masterpiece. I've never encountered such a tangy but comforting, smooth yet vibrant concoction. What was it called again? Tomato soup. Tomato soup! I'm something of a culinary wizard myself, you know. My Alfarian hair pasta bowl is widely known for its bold, mouth-watering taste. Mr. Neelix, I'm pleased you're enjoying yourself, but we need your assistance now. Ah, yes, your missing crew. Right, scan the southern continent and look for a range of dead volcanoes. At their foot, you'll find a Kazon Ogla encampment. Kazon what? One Kazon sect of many. They control this part of the quadrant. They're a bit difficult, but with the right approach, even they can be reasoned with. I thought you said the Ocampa had our people. Well, the Ocampa do have your people. It's just find them is a bit tricky. My old pal, Marge Jabin, the Ogla leader, might know where to look. He's a nice guy, a bit gruff, but he owes me a favor. Ask some more information about the Kazon Ogla. Anything else we should know about these Kazon Ogla? Water's a precious commodity around these parts. The Ogla, they mostly get theirs through trade, so a little liquid diplomacy would go a long way. Send a away team down. Yeah, real nice guys. Yeah, very well. Prepare an away team, and you'll accompany them, Mr. Neelix. Back to this planet. Get rid of this ruined room. And then we're going to do some more crew quarters. You move. Management. Nope, you move, right? It's so annoying. What's that meant to be then? It's so annoying. Ugh, it's fine. It's fine! I don't need it. I don't need it. Okay. Fly back to Ocampa. We're actually there. Captain, we reached our destination. Orders. Send away team. Neelix is joining already. Oh, right, okay. Tuvok's probably a good shout. And let's go Balana on this one. Cool. I love how they use different people in this thumbnail. The away team materializes in a small valley between the dead volcanoes. The sun burns down on them mercilessly. The air is hot and a sand wind whips into their eyes. Captain, our tricorders are malfunctioning, probably because of the energy impulses. How do we get our bearings in this dust bowl? We'll go through to a vantage point. That'll do. The away team pushes forward, battling the strong winds and low visibility. Finally, they emerge onto a ledge with a clearer view of the surrounding area. In the distance, they spot the Kazon Ogla settlement. However, the wind is picking up, and a massive sandstorm is approaching from the south. Captain, a sandstorm is heading our way. We'll need to find cover fast. Okay. Design an intelligent shelter to withstand the storm. Sure, why not? Let's get Balana on side. Balana wastes no time. With impressive efficiency, she swiftly constructs a wind-resistant shelter from the surrounding debris, all the while grumbling about the perceived incompetence of the Starfleet team. After what seems like an eternity, the storm subsides. The away team emerges unharmed, and sets off in the direction of the Kazon Ogla settlement. Sometimes certain approaches in away missions bear additional risks. Dangerous approaches are marked by a danger level indicator. Failing such a challenge can result in injuries or even fatalities. Captain, we've reached the settlement. How should we approach the people here? Let Neelix do the introduction. That makes more sense. Right? Things are already changing ever so slightly. They are, yeah. Neelix bounced forward, greeting the Kazon Ogla in his usual boisterous manner. The women and children seemed to recognize him, but their expressions are skeptical rather than welcoming. The men approach cautiously, weapons in hand. A tall Kazon emerges from the settlement, Jabin, their leader. At the sight of Neelix, his face darkens. In the background, a badly bruised young woman who looks nothing like the Kazon, but more like a human with pointy ears, appears around a corner. It's the girl! Seems like the Kazon don't find Neelix as charming as he led us to believe. How should we appease them, Captain? Demonstrate strength to keep Kazon at bay. Where do we go? Ooh. Offer water in exchange for information about the Ocampa. Let's do that. Critical success. The away team offers Jabin water from their replicators. Fascinated by this technology, Jabin accepts the offer and becomes more receptive. He explains that the Ocampa live underground. Their access controlled by the caretaker, who also provides the only source of water. As proof, Jabin points to the bruised Ocampa woman he is holding as a slave, explaining that she is one of the few who have managed to reach the surface. When suddenly Neelix grabs a phaser, he points it at Jabin and demands for the Ocampa girl to be freed. This is going to be amazing. Yeah, we're doing well. We're doing well. Things are getting out of hand, Captain. We should retreat. This is the best. We secure the retreat with phaser fire. This is the best we can get. Okay, there we go. Kez recruited. The away team layers down, covering fire, forcing the Kazon to take cover. This allows them to minimize their exposure to enemy fire. Jabin, though furious, seems to acknowledge the away team's fighting skills. They escape with no casualties. Hey. See, that looks so weird. I love how it's showing Chakotay and Tom. We don't have those currently, right? Safely back on Voyager, Neelix surprises the rest of the away team as he and the rescue woman kiss passionately. How does the relationship between the two go? My dearest Kez, were you not ironic? Stop. My dearest Kez, didn't I promise I'd save you? I knew you would come for me, my love. You lied and endangered my crew. This is not how trust is built, Mr. Neelix. You was desperate, Captain, but I understand. I want to repay you and your crew for saving me. As Jabin said, the access to the underground city is controlled by the caretaker. There is a tunnel, but the caretaker sealed it with a security barrier. We may be able to transport through the barrier if it had the slightest breach. A transport signal amplifier would be necessary. Excellent idea. Kez, can you help us once we've located the breach? Of course, it's the least I can do. I'm grateful. Now, ask Kez what she knows about the caretaker. What can you tell us about the caretaker? For generations, he has provided the Ocampa with food, water, energy, and protection from the outside world. Any idea why he does it, or where he came from? No, we do have stories and legends about him, but they're just stories and legends. Am I saying it wrong? Is it Kes? I don't know why I'm saying Kez. I don't know why I'm saying Kez. I just realised that. Kes. I think it said Kez in one of the other parts, and I was like, that's not right. Kes. Sorry. She's like the least memorable. She's the least memorable character from the, you know. Sorry. Ask how Kes and Neelix met. She is. Kes, Mr. Neelix, I'm curious. How did you two meet? I met Kes whilst I was trading with the Kazon Ogla. They enslaved her, but she was kind, even to someone like me. I had to get her out. He visited, brought me gifts, made me laugh. He was the only good thing in that terrible place. We fell in love. I admit I used you, Captain. I apologize, but I'd do it again in a heartbeat. No spoilers from me. What do you mean, no spoilers? I watched the entire show. She just... That's how I feel about most of the cast of Voyager, not gonna lie. Wow. Wow. Ask Kes why she came to the surface. Kes, if it's so dangerous on the surface, why do you leave your home? Yeah, but some people in chat haven't. It's 30 years old, as you said. We're voicing some controversial opinions here. No, I'm kidding. It's fine. I felt a strong pull to explore the world beyond the city. I yearned for the freedom to discover new things and learn about myself. Seeing my people get so dependent on the caretaker, unable to even think for themselves, it was unbearable. We were once a people who had full command of our minds' abilities. We have things to do. Alright, someone get started on that transponder signal amplifier, and Kes will go to sick bay and have you examined. Also, Kes versus Kes is nothing really anyway. Fine, a psychic botanist is so cool. I'm not going to say I love her more than their replacement, but she was sweet. I don't... to clarify, I don't dislike her. I'm just saying she's the least memorable of the lot. Prepare and activate the science laboratory. Okay. Prepare. Peralta versus Peralta. One is your name, one is not. Yeah. Whatever. Oh, here we go. Computer, initiate. This is the best person in the entirety of Voyager. When do you go to Coruscant? Never. With no other options available, Captain Janeway activates Voyager's emergency medical hologram. A shimmering figure materializes in sickbay, ready to provide critical care. Please state the nature of the medical emergency. Doctor, our chief medical officer, is dead. You have to take care of sickbay for now and this patient. Yes. There's no need for concern. I am capable of treating any injury or disease. A broken ulna, a few minor bruises and grazes, there's nothing I can't handle. You are in the most capable hands, young lady. Almost like he's returning character. I love him. Thank you, Doctor. That's very kind of you. I expect you to do your best, Doctor. Do my best. Captain, I am programmed for optimal medical care. What else would I do? Now, if you excuse me, I have a patient to attend to and a sick bay to reorganize. So sassy. Actually, so many parts of the ship. Love it. I love it. Find the vessel, getting some stuff from that. Cool. There's a science lab done. Captain, the science lab is back online. We can start researching the signal amplifier. Okay, that's researching now. I don't know how long that's going to take. Located a rich asteroid field containing valuable minerals. One of our scientists is just using a new experimental mining technique. Send a probe to determine the best possible approach. We came across an abandoned mining station. Yep, let's do that again. Doing great. Great, guys. Okay, enter ship. Tech tree. Captain, the blueprints for the signal amplifier are complete. However, to start production, we need to repair the workshop. Oi, oi, Peralta. Hello, Lily. How was your day? Star trekking it. I'm trekking my stars. Oh, you're lovely. How did your travel go? Sorry. It's okay. I drove to Windsor in the hotel now. My room is the brewery for like 12 family members on my dad's side. Okay, right. Back into the system. I've been here all day. Have we not seen each other yet? You guys haven't spoken to each other, but yeah, you've both been here. Just you've both been lurking at separate times. Workshop. Nice little workshop done. Workshop repaired, Captain. We can start production of the signal amplifier. Signal amplifier blueprint. Explore the tech tree and research any tech. Craft the transport signal amplifier in the workshop. Okay. Back out of the system. Not gonna lie, boring. It's M4 for 95% of the drive. Straight motorway. There's nothing more boring than a straight motorway. Or just a straight road in general. Not really doing anything, are you? Scan these other parts. Scan them. Scan them real good. Oh, that's science? Science. Our sensors have I've detected a small but stable spatial anomaly. It is not dangerous but can provide valuable scientific data. Conduct a detailed analysis. Cool. Okay. I'm sure I've done what they asked me to do. Tech tree. Oh, captain's acknowledgement. Okay, no. Oh, reinforcement. Yeah. There's already a research in progress. That's already on. Okay, well, there's going to be 7 cycles remaining. I'm going to die. I'm going to die. How long does research take, guys? God. Transport, and then in the... How long does this take? That's in the 7 cycles as well. Stream frozen, or is that me? Stream is fine for me. Don't scare me with that type of shit. Don't scare me with that type of shit. Fucking hell. The signal amplifier has been completed and is ready for use, Captain. It would be wise to make haste back to the Ocampa. Well, now you're ready to go back to the Ocampa. Is Peralta handsome, or is that just me? Don't say that. How could you? Oh. Captain, I need to address the lack of quarters. Many are sleeping in the corridors and morale is suffering. I suggest building a new quarters so more people can sleep in their own beds. Build enough quarters to inhabit all of the crew. Build one new quarters for your choice. Okay. Captain, we reach our destination. Orders. Return later. 1 second, I'm going to build these quarters. Fine, I'll go back to making hair jokes. I didn't ask for that. Never asked for this. Life support is disabled for this. I need to actually life support. Just to do that. Yeah. Even more on this side though, kind of. Okay, cool. It was me. Okay. Cool. Good to know. Yep, we reached our destination. Orders. Send an away team. Kess is going. So we have, I think T-Box probably a good shout. And then we're going to do Balana again. That rounds out everything. Upon materializing near the tunnel entrance, a group of Kazon is already there, tinkering with the security barrier and frustration. As soon as they notice the away team, they flinch in fear and back off a bit. Watch out, shouts one of them. The foreign warriors are back. Captain, the Kazon seem hesitant, almost fearful. What are your orders? You know the Kazon and proceed directly to the tunnel entrance. That's our best option. Please work out. Please. The away team's bold move takes the Kazon by surprise. A few confused Kazon fire warning shots but quickly cease fire when the away team shows no reaction. How is that this is a failure? How is that a failure? The Kazon make no further attempt to interfere as the away team enters the tunnel. Captain, we've reached the tunnel entrance, using the transponder signal amplifier now to find possible breaches in the security barrier. Hey Troy, welcome in. How you doing? There we go. Basically a critical success. Use the amplifier to locate breaches in the barrier. The away team deploys the transport signal amplifier, carefully scanning the barrier for any vulnerabilities. After a few tense minutes, they locate a small breach in the energy field. They successfully transport themselves through the opening and into the tunnel. Beyond the barrier, the tunnel opens into a breathtaking sight. Embedded into a large cavern, a futuristic environment with smooth white walls emerges in front of the away team, glowing in a warm white light and littered with patches of green. The Ocampa City. How's things? Yeah, I'm good, thank you. Are you okay? I said that weirdly. How are you? Captain, we're inside the Ocampa City, but it's a maze of streets and chambers. How should we proceed to find Tom and Chakotay? Your hair does look good today, thank you. Thanks, Lillian. Let Kess lead the search. That makes the most sense. And apparently she doesn't know where to go. I'm doing good. I'm glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. You been playing much recently, Troy? Kess approaches a group of Ocampa, yet they refuse to help. Not wanting to interfere with the caretaker's plans, the away team is forced to rely on other methods to find their crewmates, eventually locating a medical facility. They find Tom and Chakotay awake but disoriented, surrounded by strange medical equipment. Chakotay instinctively reaches for a weapon, but before any confrontation can occur, the ground starts to shake violently. A message from Captain Janeway cuts through the joy of the reunion. The caretaker array has apparently repositioned itself and is now firing at the tunnel entrance. We need to get out of here. Okay, well, clear a path through the debris or any obstacles. Obviously, I'm going to do that one. It's critical success or success. Obviously, I'm going to go with that. The away team clears a path through the collapsing tunnels, using their faces to blast away debris and create a safe passage. They dodge falling rocks and collapsing ceilings, ensuring everyone escapes safely. Soon they reach the exit. The security barrier, the security barrier, the only thing standing between them and their escape. I'm playing a lot of Minecraft recently. I guess I'm back in that phase for a while now. See, I can never get away with Minecraft. I struggle with Minecraft. I like, it's weird because I like building games and I like those types of games. I can't get away with Minecraft. And I know people will hate me for that. The tremors are interfering with the signal amplifier's focus, Captain. The connection is constantly being interrupted. We can't beam out like this. Let's put everyone on that. Analyze the tremors interference pattern and recalibrate the transporter signal amplifier accordingly. I usually play online servers though, to be fair. Yeah, that's fair. The team analyzes the tremors interference pattern and quickly recalibrates the transporter signal amplifier to compensate. The transporter signal stabilizes, allowing the away team to lock onto the beam and materialize safely back on Voyager. Off ski, see everyone soon. Finally, have the rest of your day. Chakotay recruited. Back on Voyager, Tom Paris breathes a sigh of relief while Chakotay eyes his Starfleet rescuers with suspicion. The Maquis commander struggles to understand this sudden alliance. Captain Chakotay, welcome aboard Voyager. I'm Captain Catherine Janeway and Mr. Paris. It's good to have my pilot back. What, no champagne? Not even the replicated? I'm Commander Chakotay of the Maquis. Torres, what's going on here? Long story, Chakotay. Short version, we're stuck with... I almost said short version. Different thing entirely. Short version, we're stuck with Federation sycophants in the Delta Quadrant. And we share a common goal, getting back home. Anything you learn on the planet could help us. Ask if they learned anything about the caretaker. Did you learn anything about the caretaker? They say he's been acting out of the ordinary lately, abducting people, and he increased their supply of power. Short version, hey, that's me. Oh my gosh. Oh my days. Cameo, stop. And he increased their power supply to half a decade. Half a what? And he destroyed the tunnels? Sounds like he's preparing for something, but what? I didn't read that right. Definitely didn't read that right. What can you tell us about the Ocampa? Naive, friendly, they don't get out much, and that's good because they wouldn't survive. Apparently they've been living underground for long. Oh my gosh. Hello, Lynch. Hi, Lynch. Mimi, hello. Lynch, how you doing? Welcome in. Ooh, sorry, I'm not yawning at the raid. Sup? We're playing the Voyager demo, and then we're gonna play Yakuza. Metrica,
I got it.
Hello. Oh, no, Lynch. No. Oh, you played that recently? I remember when I was playing that, and you were giving me loads of shit. So, fair. Yeah. What were you doing today, Lynch? Sonic Frontiers is impossible to control. It actually is. Well, there's a better clip we need to watch. Oh, I'm not in demos. Oh, you were doing the demo wheel again. Yes, I saw that actually. I haven't got the thing to bring up a specific clip. So, right, I'll watch it, but I'm not putting it on stream because I'm busy. Oh my days. Oh my days. Wow. Wow. Anywho, we're about nearly done with this demo. Lynch, thank you for raiding in. He did not recover for a solid 20 minutes. I don't blame him, actually. Don't blame him at all. If you need to go, Lynch, obviously understand. Otherwise, welcome in. We're going to be finishing up this demo, and then like the Silent Hill demo. I don't want to play any more demos. I don't want to play any horror games. Nothing. Okay, we're going to finish this, and then we're going to play Yakuza. So if you guys are interested in any of that, please stick around. Welcome in, everyone. Apparently they've been living underground for longer than anyone can remember. That's true, our ancestors lived on the surface once. Ancient journals that tell us that the caretaker opened a deep chasm and let us. You've been doing different demos or just this one? So we were playing Pokemon just before this. We're doing this demo, and then we're going to play Yakuza 0. So it was just this demo. Don't worry, Peralta, zombies aren't horror, right? Yeah, well, it depends on the zombie game, doesn't it? Ancient journals tell us the caretaker opened a deep chasm and led us underground. Any ideas why? They mentioned a warning. The day our surface turned into a desert, on that day the caretaker appeared and built our city. Since then he has provided for the Ocampa. How selfless of him. Ensign Kim mentioned that the caretaker provided the Ocampa with a mere 5 years worth of energy, coupled with the destruction of the access tunnel, and his frequent references to running out of time. The logical conclusion is that he does not intend to continue his role as caretaker. I believe he is dying. If he dies, how the hell are we supposed to get home? Ask if they know why they were sent to Ocampa. The caretaker mentioned that you might have what he needs. Can you make sense of that? We woke up covered in scabs. The Ocampa said we were sent away to prevent some kind of plague, except we weren't sick before. They also mentioned others with the same disease, but they didn't last. They died? I want you both in sickbay now. Oh yeah, I've done about an hour of Pokemon so far. Seems interesting. It's fun. I think I've done about 5 now. Resident Evil zombies aren't zombies. They're walking tanks. Don't talk to me about Resident Evil. Captain, their condition is unusual. It appears to be a cellular disruption caused by the introduction of foreign genetic material. Their bodies are rejecting it, rather violently, I might add. They're fortunate. A few more days and the cellular disruption would have been fatal. Foreign genetic material? For what purpose? An excellent question, Commander. It appears to have been introduced deliberately, though why anyone would want to inject them with incompatible DNA is beyond my comprehension. Prognosis, Doctor? I've already started the treatment. With my expertise... It's Z. Why is it a Z? Expertise, they should make a full recovery. The Doctor's discovery further confirms my hypothesis, Captain. Aware of his imminent death, the caretaker is enacting measures to safeguard the Ocampa for as long as possible. However, they will run out of energy eventually, so he seeks a successor, one who would continue his work. This explains the abduction and subsequent testing of individuals from various sectors. If he dies before finding a suitable successor, we'll be stranded. We have to return to the array before it's too late. Captain, given this caretaker's reluctance to cooperate, a more assertive approach may be necessary. The Vulcan's right. If that overgrown energy blob won't send us home, we'll blast our way out. Phasers, torpedoes, the whole shebang. I believe a bit of tactical planning is in order. Shields first, then phasers. Didn't I already work on the shields? Yeah, I did. So, repair and activate the torpedo launch bay. It's going to be at the bottom somewhere, isn't it? Yeah. It's just a retelling of the first episode. It is for this part. Yeah. I'm imagining it deviates more after you've gotten through this part. That's going to need to finish first, so we should probably go and get some Ethereum. Okay, and to... We go to the green field or not? I forget. Okay. Shield frequency is good. There's nothing left in these. Damn. We really strip mine the planets. It's fine. Kind of an alternate universe deal, or more stories that weren't covered in the show, but they canonically did. Well, so this is the first episode of the original. So what I'm thinking is that they're basically going to have you do the first, and it's going to kind of be pretty much the same. And I think it's going to diverge from there, and you'll start making options that didn't happen in the original show, essentially, which is interesting in its way. Not enough work teams. Okay, right, we're going to have to skip a few cycles here. Okay, those are ready, so we can now work on the torpedo launch bay, and then phaser control room as well. Where's that one? It's right in front. Okay, there we go. Oh, sorry, torpedo launch bay is still on. There we go. Our offensive and defensive capabilities have been restored, Captain. We're as ready as we'll ever be. Let's show this squadron what we're really made of. Oh boy, Warlord Janeway timeline. Real. Let's go back. It's warp time, bitches. We shall indeed see how many timelines we will create. Captain, we've reached our destination. Orders continue. Pre-release demo does not represent final quality. It seems we were expected, Captain. It's the K-Zone. The leadership is hailing us. They're probably not calling to chat. I'll have all my key raid in man. You'll have support if this turns into a fight, Captain. War Turtle Janeway, a very alternate universe. Excellent idea, but let's see what the K-Zone have to say first. Why are you here? Do you truly believe you can defeat us? All we care about is getting home, Jabin. We'll beam over to the array and see if we can arrange that. That's all. After your display of firepower, we do not fear you, but we are not fools. We have no dispute with you. Then leave. The array is ours. This is absurd. We have no intention of challenging you. The array is mine. Leave or face my wrath. Asking the fast time people to shunt us forward on our journey after a few centuries. Yeah. Do you mean, can we discuss this like two civilized? He's disconnected, Captain, and they're powering up their weapons. Battle stations. Hey, it's time. Each combatant county may choose up to 3 heroes to utilize their specific strength and abilities. Okay. Shield hacking sounds like a good one. Right, let's go. The Voyager will fight semi-autonomously, phasers are fired automatically, torpedoes manually. You control the ship by opening the command menu and deciding how to approach the enemy. Okay. Oh. What do I do? What are your orders, Captain? What do you mean? Oh, E. I see. Oh, your ship. Oh, okay. So defensive actions, offensive actions. Hell. Okay. Initiate repairs, right? Attack their shield first, surely. It's a little bit of a weird. This is a little bit jank. Okay. Heroes' abilities can be activated either by selecting them with the mouse or by pressing the number keys. Okay. My least favorite part of the game so far, if I'm being completely honest. Torpedoes have to be fired manually. Okay, but where are the torpedoes then? They have to be fired manually. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Yeah. Doing now? Well, what's happening? This is my least favorite part of the game so far. Okay, that needs a little bit of work, I think. A lot of bit of work. That went better than expected. Our radar is still in good shape. I'll keep it close by just in case more K-Zone decide to show up. You're strong, Captain, but there's strength in numbers. I've called for reinforcements. This array will be mine. Oh no, combat definitely needs work. That was not. I didn't feel like I was. I didn't feel like hyped by that at all. I guess we don't have much time. Hail the array. Well, aren't you persistent? We need you to send us back where we came from. Impossible. I've barely enough strength to complete my work. I must protect the Ocampa. If I don't, the K-Zone will steal their water. They won't be able to survive. You must let go of the Ocampa. Do you ever consider allowing the Ocampa to care for themselves? They're children. Children grow up. They need challenges. Maybe the Ocampa are stronger than you think. Send us home. I bet Harry Kim will never get a promotion in this game either. You've dragged us into this. You need to send us. Captain, Jabin wasn't bluffing. His reinforcements have arrived. I could try to access the array system to transport us to the Alpha Quadrant, Captain. No, I'm fading. Time is up. You leave, the array will be left to the K-Zone. They will annihilate the Ocampa. You must destroy it. Don't listen to him. We'll be stranded. Please, protect the Ocampa. What is right and what is easy? The caretaker fades away, collapsing into an inert crystalline form. Janeway is now faced with an impossible choice. Return home to the Alpha Quadrant, leaving the Ocampa defenseless, or sacrifice Voyager's return to ensure their safety. The clock is ticking. He's gone. Captain, the K-Zone are closing in. Should I try to access the primary control system to send us back? Do you know what? Let's see how bad it goes. Warlord Janeway! Protecting the Ocampa would violate the Prime Directive. My responsibility is to this crew. Access the control systems. We're going home. You're abandoning the Ocampa? To hell with the Prime Directive. They deserve a chance to live. Follow through. Access primary control system. Return home. It's my ship, Commander. Tuvok, now. Attempting to access the primary control systems, Captain. Transits program initiated. The array is ready. Engage. There's only one known Lieutenant Harry Kim. Janeway makes the call. Voyager will return home. Tuvok activates the caretaker's technology and a blinding white light engulfs the ship. Uncertainty hangs in the air. Will it work? Will they make it back? Time seems to freeze as the crew brace for the unknown. Home again, home again. Voyager materializes in the Alpha Quadrant. The familiar stars are a welcome sight, but the joy of returning home quickly fades as Starfleet and McKee meet eyes. Just moments ago they were allies, united by a common goal. Now, back in familiar territory, the reason for their alliance has vanished. We're back. We actually made it. You abandoned the Ocampa, Janeway, left them to the K-Zone, another powerful enemy preying on the weak, just like the Cardassians. I won't apologize for putting my crew first, Chakotay. If you remember, the only reason you and I formed this alliance was to get our people home safely. And now we're back to being enemies. Is that it? You're going to hand us over to Starfleet? Arrest the McKee! I respect what we've accomplished together, Commander, but my loyalty belongs to Starfleet. You and your crew will be detained! I should have known better. Starfleet will always be Starfleet. You bastards. We fought side by side with you. We saved your ship. We helped you get home. You can't do this. I can and I will. Lieutenant Tuvok, escort the Commander and his crew to the brig. Aye, Captain. Commander, if you please. You talked about unity, about working together, always the noble heroes, until it's inconvenient. You sicken me, Janeway. Captain, with all due respect, this isn't right. They helped us get home. They saved my life. We can't just imprison them. I'm going full Warlord Janeway for this. I won't play like this in the actual game, just to clarify. Personal bonds must be ignored. I don't know why I can't speak. I know this is difficult, but sometimes duty requires us to make difficult choices. Personal feelings cannot interfere with our obligations to Starfleet. But is duty always right? Captain Janeway acted in accordance with Starfleet protocol. It was the only logical choice. So, does this mean I'm heading back to that penal colony? Because honestly, I'd rather take my chances with the Borg than be locked up with Chakotay and the others. Promise nothing. Mr. Parrish, your service aboard Voyager will be noted in my report to Starfleet Command. Hopefully they will take that into account when reviewing your case. I see. Thanks, Captain, I guess. Well, gentlemen, it seems our adventure has come to an end. Mr. Parrish set a course to Starfleet headquarters. It's time to report in and for a coffee break. Thank you, Captain, you've reached the end of the demo. You've escaped fate and brought Voyager home against all odds. A peaceful return, but you've missed out on all the exciting adventures and discoveries the crew would have experienced otherwise. The adventure you've chosen to skip is waiting for you. Add Star Trek Voyager across the unknown to your wish list and prepare for an eventful journey when the full game launches. Thank you for playing. I almost feel like this is a joke, and like a joke thing that's only going to be in the demo, and they won't allow you to do that in the main game. I don't know if that's going to be true, but, you know, if only they show the consequences of that choice. Maybe they will. Maybe there's a whole game where if you choose that choice, you're in the Alpha Quadrant. I just, look, I'm not being funny. We've done this for an hour and 3 minutes, and we got, I say this nicely, we got back to the Alpha Quadrant quicker than, it took them 7 seasons. It took them 6 seasons or whatever. Another game completed, added to the list. Literally, we're already done. We're done. Okay. Well, those watching on Twitch will be sticking around for Yakuza. Those watching on YouTube, that's the end of the Star Trek Voyager demo. We'll be back for more Star Trek Voyager when the game releases, because I want to see if this is an actual ending in the game. Or not. So until then, see you guys in a bit.